Okay, hey, what's up guys? I'm Michael. I'm going to be going over some of the strategy that we talked over after watching the game reveal, reading the manual, and breaking down kind of the strategy that we wanted to pursue going into these 3 days of building our robot. So what we did first here is we listed out all the different possible capabilities that our robot could have. So, being able to drive, picking up from the ground, being able to dump into the amp station, being able to hit the nose shot, being able to hit the trap shot while hanging, being able to climb the chain, being able to buddy climb, being able to go under the lowest point of the chain, being able to pick up from the human player station, and then, defensive, being able to do a shot block, shooting over to teammates for them to shoot and score, and then traversing on the chain. That's everything that we thought we could possibly pursue. And we took each of those individual objectives and took this 2-axis graph here of difficulty and reward. So we plotted each of these. So you can see like the trap shot here, very difficult to do, but it is very rewarding as it allows you to get a ranking point off of the 10 stages with only one other climb. So we went over all of this, and then from there we decided on several different priorities that we would pursue as our team. And so the priorities that we decided on were the most important, like these are things our robot's definitely going to be able to do, was pick up the game piece somehow. The human player station is easier, so we were focusing on that at first. If we have time, we'll develop a ground pickup, but we're focusing on the human player station first. Score in the amp station, as we felt that the amp station is a very, very important part of the game, as it not only gets you points, but it allows you to amp and score more points through your teammates, through the notes. And because the kit bot is able to score notes very efficiently, we felt it would be valuable for us to demonstrate some methods of scoring into the amp station. Actual teams should decide which method of scoring is best for themselves, but we thought that the amp scoring, demonstrating that would be very helpful. And then we think climbing is extremely important. If you can climb and you have an alliance member who can hit the trap station, you can get a ranking point. You can't hit the trap shot without climbing, so climbing is kind of a prerequisite for a lot of very important things, especially to do with ranking points, which are very important. As far as our second list of priorities, if we have time, we'll pursue these ideas. Scoring up high with the notes we put here. It seems not too difficult to do and very rewarding. However, we really want to focus on showing the amp scoring, as the kit bot does a really good job of showing the note scoring into the high station. Trap scoring, super difficult but super rewarding. It is something we'll definitely pursue if we have the time. As a first year team, we don't want to overextend ourselves and commit to more than we can deliver on, but it is something we would like to look into. And then ground pickup could be very, very effective, especially for improving autonomous routes, being able to pick up off the ground, not only improves cycle times, but allows you to do more complex auto routines and stuff like that. Down here with the low priorities, these are things we probably won't pursue, but if we have a lot of time or if it ends up fitting into our design, we may. Having an adjustable shot from different areas on the field, allowing you to score from different distances, could be very useful. Being able to go over the stage, or being able to go under the stage run, could be very useful. However, we just didn't see that much of a appeal for it. It reminded us a lot of the trench in 2020, which, while useful at the top level, didn't make that much of an impact, especially in the early days of the season. So we felt that it was just an unnecessary design constraint, especially in only 3 days, to deliver a robot under like 2 feet tall. So yeah, and some things we decided just not to pursue whatsoever were the chain traversal and buddy climb. We just think they're way too difficult for the amount of reward they provide. Something like a buddy climb or a chain traversal, they have similar reward to something like the trap, they're similar difficulty to something like the trap scoring, but without as high of a reward, as something like a buddy climb becomes useless if your other alliance members can climb. And the chain traversal, as long as you guys can sync up and go up together, shouldn't be much of an issue. But we'll be testing this more when we actually climb on the chain, and we'll let you guys know how that goes. So yeah, that's pretty much all our priorities and what we decided to pursue.